Okay, in this problem, we're asked to write the equation for an ellipse and also graph it. So to begin with, our two foci are given, -2, 3, and -2, -7, and we're told the length of the major axis. Now, I'm kind of a visual person, so I'm going to want to make a sketch here. So let's just make a rough sketch. It's not anything too great, but I'm going to do it down here at the bottom. So in our sketch, gracious, let me see if I can't do that better. Let's try this. All right. Little things make me happy. Okay, there we go. Okay, so in this, we are going to go ahead and plot our two foci. So at -2, 3, that's one of our foci, and the other one's at -2, -7. Okay, so, and as I go from a +3 to a -7, this entire length between the foci is 10. So half of that is 5, and that tells me where the center of this ellipse is going to be. So this is the center. So our center is sitting here. I'm just going to identify it over here at -2, 2. Nope, -2. And then I'm told that the foci lie on the major axis, and this major axis is 14, but that distance is 10, so that means I need to go 2 beyond to get the vertices. So I'm going to go 2 above here, and this is going to be a vertex, and 2 below, and this is a vertex. So to kind of just get a rough sketch of what my graph looks like, I don't think I have a choice of anything other than lines. No. Okay. So a rough sketch. Oops, I don't want that. As it does something like this. Okay, now to get the equation, we know this is the center, so that's like our H and K in our formula. And so I'm taking the basic formula, which was x squared over b squared plus y squared over a squared equals 1. And the reason I'm using this one is because the major axis is vertical. See how this is located. So that's the formula I choose. And another fact that we have to work with here in our formula is that b squared is equal to a squared minus c squared. So if I start plugging in some things here, what I'm trying to figure out now is where this point's located on my axis, okay, out here to the right and left of the center. So to do that, that's on the minor axis, I've got b squared is equal to, and a squared is this distance from the center to the vertex. Okay, so the distance from the center to the vertex is 7 units. Just going to mark this a little bit here. This distance is what I'm looking at. So that's 7 squared minus, and the distance to the foci is 5. So that's 5 squared. And I just do some arithmetic. So I've got b squared equals 49 minus 25, which is 24. Well, going back to the general form of my equation, right here, this is what I'm focusing on. I know that I've moved it from the center being 0, 0. So that's how I get this x plus 2 quantity squared and y plus 2 quantity squared. My h is -2 and my k is -2. The denominators there are going to be b squared, which we just found. That's 24. And then the a squared is this part, 7 squared, which is 49. So that gives us our equation. Now when we get ready to look at the graph of this, we've done a rough sketch here, so kind of get an idea of where everything sits. The center needs to be at -2, -2. So we definitely want to make sure we choose a graph in which the center's at -2, -2. And then we also know that this point up here is sitting at 5 on the y-axis, and this down here is sitting at, what was it, -11 on the y-axis as well. So we have a good idea of what the graph looks like. And of course you can always go back and hit the zoom in button to kind of see that a little bit better as well. I hope this helps.